Hi there, I'm Google and welcome to Jackass! Now right here, we're gonna ball up YouTube and send that shit hurling into the ground, Fox McCloud double barrel roll style, and make that shit light up like the fucking Hindenburg. And everybody that was in the way, well, you should have gotten out of the way. And look both ways before you cross the street, because there might be a Hindenburg with a big YouTube logo on the side of it, hurling right towards your fucking face. See, I wasn't kidding, Google, when I said, please, for the love of whatever unknown random fucking deity it is that you pray to, please quit fucking up YouTube. It would be most appreciated by me and a couple other million people around the entire world. That would be most appreciated. But instead you just keep on taking additional steps into trying to destroy this somehow from the inside because you know best. You're that 1% and we're all peons. And we don't fucking know our ass from a hole in the ground. But then again, Google, what are you doing? Oh, you're caving into a couple yes men within the entertainment world because you don't like whenever they're breathing down your necks, right? So what you're going to do is take all of this shit that's made YouTube into the monumental success that it has been and leading up till today. And you're going to risk that and stifle the creativity that's made this site into something special and fuck it up with all these content ID barrages that are fucking up people's channels and videos to hell and back with all these copyright claims that in a lot of ways are fucking damn near unfounded. You'll sit there and do this all because some people were going to be assholes and upload things like entire movies and entire TV shows, entire albums, etc, etc, etc. Look, I respect and understand copyright laws like any other individual out there. The intellectual property owners have every fucking right to go and reserve that shit should be taken down. Okay, that makes sense. But you're going to tell me that somebody that's doing reviews of something, that's doing covers of something, that's playing through something, suddenly should be shafted right into the same exact line as all the other fucking assholes that are really committing something that's a hell of a lot more heinous. That's like saying, oh wait, you were jaywalking? Well, guess what? We're gonna hit you up with the same exact kind of charges as this fucking murderer over here and that rapist over there. Have a fucking splendid day. We're out. Let the fucking goddamn inmates run the asylum. Ah, shit's wacky. I cannot fucking fathom for a single second as to why you think this is a great idea, but then it fucking hit me. Like thunder! It hit me because you're willing to go and do all this shit because you don't have any competition, so you don't have to worry about it. You know that you're king shit of Turd Mountain, and that there really is nowhere else to go. We can sit here and talk about, well, there is this site, and that site, and that site, and that site, but let's be honest. Does it really have the same wealth of content? No, it sure as fuck doesn't. Not even 1/100th of the same, and we all know that. But the very idea that the site that we know has this wealth of content eventually may not have that same amount of content. Do you realize the very first channel that I subscribed to, like 7 years ago, actually going closer to like 8 years ago now, was The Angry Video Game Nerd. That was the very first channel that I subscribed to because that dude was doing some shit I thought was fucking awesome. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Balls of Wall doesn't give a fuck, is reviewing shit that I like a whole bunch. Yet, a lot of the videos that he's made, well, they contain video game footage. Oh, harumph, harumph, harumph. I guess we'd have to go and take all those down, right? Oh, it contains some kind of little musical tracks and sound bites or something. Oh, I guess we'd have to do something about that. I think about reviews that I watch for all sorts of different channels since I've watched this. I think about all the YouTubers that I'm actually in contact with now that I watch, that their content could suddenly be in trouble. And this isn't about things from here on out that are going to end up being in line of fire. No. This is everything that's been out. So all that shit that you may have created before that's been sent around, because there's channels around that have hundreds and even thousands of videos. Entire series, even. You'll have somebody like PewDiePie, who has the biggest fucking YouTube channel. He's the most subscribed person on YouTube. Every motherfucker knows who he is pretty much. Whether you love him or hate him, you know of him. And the point is that that dude's channel is a fucking Let's Play channel. That's gameplay footage. Oh, that's considered sacrilege. Oh, you're fucking kidding me, right? We can sit here and fucking argue left and right about what's acceptable and what's deemed okay, and is there some kind of legal loophole and all this other buttered up asshole bullshit. We can sit there and argue about that, but let's be realistic. We know right now that they're just lumping in a bunch of people together, and it's hurting not only the content creators, but the shit tons upon shit tons upon shit tons of viewers that are chiming in and watching this shit hour by hour, minute by minute, every single day. There's billions of minutes of content being watched all the time. And a lot of this could end up being taken down altogether. The channel could end up getting so many flags that it's going to end up being temporarily suspended or shut down altogether for unfounded bullshit reasons. I hate the very idea that something like that will happen, because there's lots of channels that I seriously subscribe to and watch all the time on my phone, and you know, no matter what I'm fucking doing at home. And I hate the idea that they may not be around because of stupid crap like this, or the stuff that I have genuinely enjoyed may not be there anymore. Oh my god, all those content IDs and those copyright claims. Oh, you better go and get them. I fucking hate this to no end. I really do. And while you're watching this, if you do give a damn about the content on here, and I'm talking about like just my channel, I'm talking about YouTube. I'm talking if you've got a sea of subscriptions and you check at your subscription box like every single day, sometimes even multiple times per day, you should be spreading the word about the shit and why it's fucked up and why it's wrong and why ultimately at the end of the day it's gonna sink this fucking ship. As if gravity suddenly just sucked the Titanic right down to the ocean floor with no fucks given whatsoever, and then decided, let's go further and put it into the Earth's core. This isn't something I want to see happen, because I like the site. I don't suddenly want it to see derailed and go to fucking hell and just done for. I don't. I don't want YouTube to suddenly MySpace itself into fucking oblivion, because it really shouldn't do something like that. People shouldn't have to see their entertainment squandered because a couple fucking suits are caving into a couple other suits. Because that's what this is at the end of the day. This is marching orders being handed down, and then those marching orders are essentially nothing more than a punishment that's being handed down to millions of others that then goes and has a big fucking domino effect and fucks up everything that there is. The very foundation of what made this site special to begin with. But you're doing this all because you don't have competition. You have nobody to fucking compete against. And you're Google. Even if competition rose up and was offering a product just like you, and it was actually competitive and something that was going and siphoning away all those potential viewers, all you do is buy them the fuck out because you've got deep ass pockets. And apparently you've got the arrogance to boot. No shit. I guess I can understand why. It's amazing that you can't even use your own fucking search engine to go and look up why everybody doesn't like these ideas. Or are you just denying that this is all happening? I mean, it's an entire planet-sized list of fucking complaints that we can go and label as a fucking memo directly to you. And you're like, yeah, I didn't see that shit. I'm sorry. Oh, it's right there. There we go. Don't gotta look at it. Not in my fucking view. I'm good. So what's it gonna be? I mean, when's it too late? Exactly. You know, is it too late after everybody starts abandoning ship? Do you want to see all these content creators just suddenly stop making stuff? You know, the reason how the site thrived to begin with, and then Google came in and bought out YouTube and then put it under their own corporate umbrella? I mean, you did that because you saw what it was becoming. You were like, hey, that's a really nifty product, and that's something we want to be invested into. So what you're doing is taking the original idea and fucking up, and it's pretty bad whenever Google Plus doesn't seem so bad anymore. Like, was this your way of getting people to accept the whole comment situation and all the different site changes by doing something drastically worse by comparison so we forget about that? Because if that was the case and then you were gonna drop all this shit, I might buy into that. In a perfect fucked up kind of world, I would prefer something like that. But I know that's not the case. All it is king shits of Turd Mountain whipping out their billionaire cocks and golden showering all the peasants down below as we look up at like stupid fucking turkeys and drown. How do we just get a hold of Google directly? How do we get a hold of YouTube? I mean, it really is just a faceless entity. Anybody that's a content creator on here definitely knows if you've ever had some kind of fucked up problem with your channel or your videos or anything like that and you had to get a hold of an actual person, you have much better chances of winning the lottery. You have much better chances of becoming a king or a queen. You have much better chances of a whole lot of other things than getting hold of a live, breathing, living human being that's going to respond directly to you. This entire site is automated, and all these flags that are starting to come up now, all that shit's automated. And all of our channels that are gonna get fucked up now because of this, and all the videos that everybody likes to watch, are suddenly gonna be automated right out of existence. What a way to stifle creativity! Like I said before, stifle creativity, suddenly the content isn't up to par, isn't up to snuff, and isn't something that people were able to go and believe in and get interested in. And when I think about all the shit that I go onto this site for, you'd essentially be getting rid of it altogether. I'm so fucking sick and tired of the stupid fucking changes that aren't helping anybody that's invested into the website other than a select few people that can actually line up and say we're going into a fucking board meeting. That's what pisses me off the most. What, is this impressing the fucking shareholders? What, are all the execs in Hollywood just beating their fucking shit right now? I don't understand it. Like, who's this helping? Who's this impressing? The 1%. Call me jaded. Call me an asshole. You don't even have to agree with what I'm saying. But you do know that the ramifications are going to be felt. They are very real. And you know what I'm saying is spot on. And I'm hitting the nail on the fucking head with a goddamn jackhammer over and over again. Hell, hand me Thor's fucking hammer. We can just start handing out the band hammers right now. Band hammer, you, band hammer. We can just do it all fucking day. It's gonna suck. That's all I can really say. I really hope that this shit can somehow unravel itself and go away with the fucking wind. Like dust in the wind goes creativity and all things entertaining on the site that was once known as YouTube, but now it's just called Corporate Tube and Shit Tube and a whole bunch of other things that aren't exactly positive. I can try to be sarcastic and goofy about it, but genuinely, I just fucking hate all of this. I hate all this just as much as every other person out there hates it. Whether you're watching stuff, whether you're creating stuff, doesn't matter. It's a fact that all this, the site's being hindered to the point that it's going to become crippling. And with certain content, it may not be noticed, but for anybody that's really into like the whole gaming scene, oh yeah, that's going to fucking suck. And that's one of the main reasons why I go on YouTube. Do you realize how fucking often that I've even bought like half my fucking games by resorting to YouTube? I found somebody that did a Let's Play of some obscure Japanese game on Sega Saturn that nobody's ever fucking heard of. Whoa, heaven to Betsy, I'm gonna have to watch this shit. Oh man, that does look awesome. I'm gonna import that shit right there. Suddenly, now that's gonna have a copyright strike on it. It's flagged, now taken down. Come again? man, those couple channels that I watch on a weekly basis to watch the wealth of content that they're going and putting out there because I just love everything that they go and upload. Wait a minute. They just lost like 1/3 of their videos. What the fuck just happened? Wait a minute, they just announced that they might be quitting YouTube because they can't make the quality content they've been? Whoa, shit. Prepare your anus. That's what Google's new slogan should be. But seriously, Google, use the YouTube browser. Let's type it in. Why do people hate Google? Why do people hate the new YouTube? Why do people want the old YouTube? Why is it the person who originally made YouTube is actually pissed off and logged in recently just to say that he was pissed off? That's kind of fucked up. I can imagine that he's just looking at everything going, Jesus fucking Christ, I kind of wish I didn't sell it. Not worth it. Depressing, isn't it? So, there's nothing else really to say because it's all bad fucking news. It really is. It's just bad news. Bad news on top of bad news on top of bad news on top of bad news. And if anything, I wish this was the fucking hand of Google and I'd be like, no, stop it, that is bad. Because they just keep on going and grabbing at really bad ideas. You're a great company, act like it. And quit fucking up the products that millions of people enjoy and depend on. Or else eventually somebody else is going to have to rise up and replace your ass. And trust me, it will happen. Unless they accept that buyout I was mentioning. Which usually does tend to happen. Anyway, like I said, spread the word around. Everybody should know about this. Anybody that makes videos should know about it. Anybody that watches the videos should know about it. Anybody that even takes somewhat kind of remote interest in this should know about it because knowledge is fucking power. And the fact is that word of mouth spreads really fast whenever you're using the internet and everybody's coming together, whether it's going to be on social media platforms or on some kind of site like this, on message boards, on various websites, what the fuck ever, where the fuck ever, just say something and stand up. You got petitions? Sign those motherfuckers. You got numbers that you can go and call? What the fuck ever. You want to make videos talking about this shit right here? That's absolutely fine. You want to make a web page about it? You want to make a fan page? You want to fucking do anything? You should. It's your right to go and reserve that fucking thing right there to do because it's important. Because that's the only way that you keep shit like this afloat and working well. We're tiny little cogs in the machine. That may be true. But at the end of the day, without all of us, this machine isn't exactly fucking running. Now isn't. Without people to watch it, why the fuck is there content there? Without content creators, there is no fucking website. So, boom. And this has been AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.